And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Well, now how about this return? And he is out of bounds as they'll start up.
You all right, Ace?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hello. What's going on?
Here we go.
Ooh. Oh, it's a lot of it out there again.
Red, yellow.
Dude, where you headed to?
Love going to throw right away. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know they going out of here on you.
Hey, check Mega. Drill green.
There you go. They supposed to.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. And we're good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 3.
Hey, green. Fury, yellow. Go pink. Hey, red. Slide blue. Set.
Glove. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Okay.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Clock, 10.
Love wants to shift things around. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 cycles. Black Ultra. Hey, hey, blue. Black shot. Steel, black. Green jack. Hut, hut.
Now Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And now they'll shift things around.
Yellow, zoom. Blue striker. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Slide, 97. Hut, hut.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Striker.
This is 2nd and 8.
Hut.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And running with power here. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down and 4. This one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
63.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple of plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Hey, go steal.
The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Ready?
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Check pink. Let's go now. Yellow, go. Ready.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Love now.
Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Yellow. Ready?
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
6, 5, 97.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Down. 6, mega. Ready.
Throwing. Love.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one downfield for Dotson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Set, hut. Edo blue. Set.
Following the interception, Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half.
Rail, yellow. Ready, go. Drill green. Claws red. Beauty, yellow. Hut, hut.
Final play of the half, Love.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there as time expires in the first half.
And the Packers have taken the lead on the final play of the first half.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Black shot. Blue, go. Steel, black. Ready, go.
A final shot before break. Love. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
They're going to look to throw.
Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And it's intercepted.
And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Green Jack.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Love looking to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Set, ready.
In motion right comes Reed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw caught by Musgrave. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. On 4th down, Love. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Here we go.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Set, go.
Love throwing for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing is Hurts.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. And now they'll audible to something else. On third down, Barkley. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Rail. Ready.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
And they'll send Watson in motion right.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and
5, 97.
That's a 33-yard line.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
White. Set.
Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Blaster, 6. Hut.
Back to throw. Love.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian Watson.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Silver. Hey, 73.
Back to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
It's complete, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Shot, 17.
26 yards. That's good for a Packers.
Double black.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Ultra, ultra. Go red. Hut, hut.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Smash, red. Needle blue. Rail, yellow. Drill green.
The tight end in motion right.
Hut.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now they'll change things up.
Hey, 73, 73.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Let's go now.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Set, hut. Ready, ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Set, go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away.
The kick by McManus is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this to the 32. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all